afternoon. It's such an honor to speak with you. My question is, you've hosted a cooking show. I just want to know, which show is the more challenging to host and why?
Neither one of them. They're both easy. It's fun. Everything I do is fun based. So I don't look at it as a hard job or a hard task. It's all within the realm of having fun. So if you see me doing it, I'm having fun.
Nice. Well, I've been following you for many, many years, and I have to say I'm incredibly proud of you for all you've accomplished.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thanks.
Hello. Thanks for talking to us again tonight. So what is kind of the best piece of advice that somebody else in the music industry has given you, like over your whole course of your career?
Stay me, stay being me, stay original, stay unique, and keep pursuing the goals of mastering myself.
Okay, great. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Hey, what's up, Snoop? As an executive producer, what made you want to be a part of bringing American Songwriting Contest to television?
Well, I started off as a songwriter, so to see, songwriting still being praised and being, put on a high level, it's fun for me to sit back and to watch people, write their hearts out or write something that means so much to them that can change the world, basically. I feel like this show is a show about bringing people together and bringing the country together. So if somebody can write a song that could bring the world together, then we're doing some justice.
Man, appreciate it. Have a good one.
You too.
Hello, I'm Jack and K with That Grape Juice. Mr. Snoop D-O-G-G, you are an absolute massive household name. And how do you go from being you on Double G News Network to a mainstream network show like American Song Contest and not change anything about yourself? Like, you still come across as truly authentic.
Like I say, the key is mastering yourself and knowing, what you can and can't do and what's best for you and best for the people that's following you. I know when I'm in, the NBC realm, that it's a household that I'm speaking to. I know that it's kids, I know that it's parents, I know that it's a different demographic. And I do know when I'm on the Double G network, I'm speaking to, a different base of people as well. But I know when to, clean up my act, so to speak.
Thank you.
Hi, Snoop, is Mary from Rap Entertainment TV. As a songwriter, rapper, entrepreneur, you have so many titles. Have you had the opportunity to mentor the contestants as to their offstage performance? I mean, everybody loves you. So can you speak to, your mentorship with them, or if you had that opportunity?
I think with this show right here, they didn't really want so much, what we could bring to them. It was more about what they could bring to the songwriting, category that's missing. But I do, if I see somebody that's talented, I like to, give them an extra, boost of encouragement. And then there was a couple of artists that happened to show up to a show of mine because I was in their area and they came through. And when they came, we chopped it up before the show and I gave them a little bit of, words of encouragement as far as keeping at what they're doing. Because the people on this show, basically, they got their thing together. They just got to keep going because if you make it to an NBC produced show, you must be doing something right.
Truly. Thank you.
You got it.
Big Snoop, it's good to see you again, man. Kuya P with Nerds Rule the World. My question for you is, what are the elements of a good song, since this is the American Song Contest, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people wanting a second year out of this. What do you think they should go for? Lyrics, beat? What are you looking for?
I think it's the way the song feels. It's a feeling. We're searching for a feeling because a song could sound good, but if it don't feel good, it's not matching the intensity of the song. And a lot of times our favorite songs make us feel a certain way. So if we can find people that can write that particular song that has the world feeling like it's supposed to feel, then I feel like this is the greatest show that ever to hit television because it gives the unknown. And then at the same time, there's people on here that are very well known. So the competition is, about who can write the best song for their state, first of all, and then the best song for the country.
I feel that. Thank you, Snoop.
You're welcome.
Hey, Snoop, Hillary Atkin from the Atkin Report. You've had such an incredible wealth of experience on stage and on screen, but talk to us about what it's been like for you co-hosting with Kelly, and also if any of the artists have been inspiring you to do future collaborations with them.
Oh, wow. Great question. Working with Kelly is easy. I got half the work. So, she make my job easy. She look good. She sound good. She's a professional. She knows how to, conduct herself in front of live audiences. She's a great vocalist, songwriter, et cetera, et cetera. So she makes my job easy. And as far as the artists, on the show and the music, I've definitely been influenced. I love EDM music. I love K-pop. I love country music. So it's so many different genres of music that's, popping up on the set. Even the Latin music is sounding a little different than the Latin music that's out. So I'm just all ears right now because I love music that makes me feel good. And if it makes me feel good, then eventually I try to get involved with it.
Thank you, Snoop. I want to toast you with some of your 19 Crimes wine. It's delicious.
Drink up, baby.
I will.
Hello, Snoop Dogg, Abercrombie from the Coalition. Thank you for being with us. My question is, as a musician, you're always learning and growing. What lessons have you learned about other artists that you like to bring into your own career?
Showmanship. Showmanship is key. A lot of artists don't understand how important that showmanship is, but that's the key to success, is having great showmanship. And I try to work on that. I try to practice that. I try to watch the greats, the ones that came before me, and to the ones that are great right now that are doing it, so showmanship is key.
Hi, Snoop. This is Arturo from NBC. So if you imagine yourself as a contestant on American Song Contest, how do you think that the show could have opened a door for you when you were starting out? And how do you think it could open a door for other Black musicians and diverse musicians trying to break into the industry today?
This song is so open to America having their hands on judging. It's all about the feeling of the song, like I was saying. If you can make a song that feels so good to people, no matter what they look like, where they come from, what style of music they're used to listening to, if it feels good to you, it's good for you. For example, when I DJ and I play a particular record, when I play Stand By Me by Benny King, everybody in the building singing. I don't care if you're old, young, like records like that have some sort of sentimental value to it, to where when you hear it, it makes you feel like singing it, and the person next to you feels like singing it, and it's just a smile on your face. It's those kind of records that are definitely going to come from this kind of show, because there are great songwriters everywhere.
Hi, Snoop. Laura from Cinema Blend here. So Kelly Clarkson is always talking about how you're singing and dancing along with the performances. So do you like to watch the rehearsals ahead of time like Kelly, or do you like to go into it fresh for the broadcast?
I hate the rehearsals. I like watching them live, because when it's live, I'm getting the feeling that you're getting. You know what I mean? It's not fake. It's not television. It's actually me. So when I'm dancing, grooving, having a good time, and really into it, because it's my first time hearing it, and this is the way it makes me move and the way it makes me feel. And you did a great job, because you got me dancing to your song that nobody in the world knows but you and your people.
Awesome. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Hi, Snoop. Paulette Cohn from Parade. It's a two-part question. It's about the actual songs. Number one, do you notice a trend with the songs that America's picking from the artists that have been selected as semifinalists? And the second part of that is, I'm assuming they have to, because this is a song contest, they have to do the same song for the semifinals. How do they keep it fresh? Do they change the arrangement? Is it just what goes on behind them? What do you think?
I think one thing about the songs that I've written that have been great, you can change the background, you can change the foreground, it ain't gonna change nothing. That song feel good to you every time you hear it. And that's the key to this show, is that we're gonna find that one song that feels good every time you hear it, no matter what's going on in the background or what over here, whatever. It's when you hear that song, you know it gives you that, it's the one, not the two.
And is there a trend? Have you noticed a trend with the kind of songs that America's selecting?
I think America's open right now. America's open to all, ranges and varieties of music. So that's why it's no one particular style that's just dominating right now. It's not just like country music, or it's some of everything on there. And I feel like when we get down to the end of it all, then you're going to find out what song really had the most impact, what genre it comes from. It's all about the impact of that record. And I believe people will cross genres to find that song that makes America feel like this is the greatest song written this year.
Terrific. Thank you.
Thank you.
Snoop, this is Cynthia Horner from Right On Magazine, and we have been here since the beginning of your career. So how does it feel to be an icon at this point in your career, but still be able to be relevant and do so much in different industries?
Right on magazine. You know, I respect y'all. Y'all was one of the first magazines to put me on the cover. So I got to give y'all a lot of love. When a lot of these magazines were scared of me and didn't really want to give me that love, y'all took a chance and y'all put me on the cover. I appreciate that. I think the things that I do is just, like I say, it's fun based, it's hip hop. It's just a big ass kid having the time of his life, doing the things that he always wanted to do, and just putting love in the air. I try to put more love in the air than anything because I come from an environment where we come from violence and negativity. So I try to overwhelm that with peace and love. And I feel like that's the reason why it's so successful for me. That's why it's working, because I'm putting a different kind of energy in the world.
Well, thank you so much, and good luck with this show. We love it.
Right on. I like that little dog you holding on to. Tell him
Yeah, he's named after you. His name is Snoop Dogg.
What up, Snoop Dogg? What up, guy?
He's been in videos too.
Hey, Snoop, I'm Erin Tatum from Cliche Magazine. I'm a big fan of your work on Puppy Bowl. How are you?
I'm good, baby. Glad you watched it.
Great. What would you say American Song Contest says about the versatility of the American artist? And would you say American music is on the cusp of a redefinition or expansion?
I think what the show shows is that there's so much music in these people in America. If you just give them an ear and just pay attention, you'll find that there's so much styles of music that we make, that we love, that we pay attention to, that we really enjoy listening to. And I feel like America's always been, you know, the leader in sound and music. We've always been the trendsetters, from the blues to the jazz to the hip hop to everything that we've done. We ain't went nowhere. We're still here, and we finally getting the love and the respect to where the whole world globally, you know, entertains themselves with our music, and they starting to collaborate with us. Because I've done records with artists from India, from Asia, from Africa, from, you know, all Nigeria, from Jamaica, every part of the world that you can imagine. I've done records with artists all over the globe, and they love our music and we love their music. And I feel like this show right here is just going to show what American songwriting is all about.
That's so true. I feel like seeing that multiculturalism on display is really a definition of kind of the pan-cultural fusion that modern American music is today and will become. Thank you so much.
Thank you, love. You have a beautiful day.
Thank you, too.
Yo, what's up, Snoop? It's B. Marie from LATV. How are you? First of all, thank you.
West, what up, Doc?
What up? So my question is, what is maybe one piece of advice that you could give somebody who didn't make it on the show that just wants to be an amazing musician and songwriter like you?
Well, one thing I can say about being an amazing songwriter, these kind of shows are great and there's some big opportunities, but sometimes these shows aren't the only way in. And if you're really doing what you're supposed to be doing and writing great songs, there's so many ways to get your music out now, whether it's through Spotify, through YouTube, through, you know, these different apps that allow you to upload your music. It's a different world that we're living in now. And if you're writing great music, you'll be discovered, because some of these acts that are big now had to start the same way that I'm telling you to start. And that's from the ground up. And you really want it that way. You really want to be able to start it from the bottom, so that way you can learn. You get the do's and don'ts, the ins and outs. And then that way, when you finally get into a position to sit at a table with a record label, you'll understand what you want and what you need.
That's what's up. Thank you so much.
Got it.
Hi, I'm Corey Nicole with Worst of Us TV. How are you?
What's up, Corey? How you doing?
I'm good. So I definitely just wanted to ask, since that you have such an amazing legacy with working with so many great artists and even having some of the most legendary songs yourself, what are some qualities that you look for in an artist that you'll see and you be like, that's a star, or that's true star power, or like just different stuff that you look for in a true artist that you feel like is gonna take it far?
One of the things I look for is work ethic, the way that they work. Songs, concepts, lyrics, selection of music, showmanship, the way that they handle being in front of people, the way that they deal with the ins and outs of knowing that this may not work. You know, so just the reality side of it, to loving what they do more and loving the results that's going to come from it. That's what I'm mainly looking for. Somebody who just loves doing what they do. Like, because I love my job. I don't do this for money or fame. I do it because I love doing it. That's why you see me doing so many different things. Because if I love doing it and there's opportunity, I'm going to keep doing what I love.
Thank you so much.
You got it.
Hi, Snoop.
What's up, baby?
Hi, Snoop. Michelle from Variety. Very nice to meet you. Hey, we're getting close to the end of the season. Well, the end of the season, we're getting closer to the semifinals, and we've just had a bunch of performances. Tell me, who do you think has a shot? Do you think some of the people like the Chemical Brothers and Michael Bolton, do they have more of an advantage over some of the less seasoned artists, or do you think everybody has a pretty even shot?
Well, one thing I think that I've learned about this show is that nobody's bigger than nobody. It's all about the song, the way that song hit. If that song hit, then that's what state's gonna be on that top whoop wop, and then the name behind it. So I don't believe it's about the artist. I believe it's about the song, the state, and then the artist. And then you got these artists that are big name artists that we know that have performed on the show, and they really got to go with their best material, because these people that have not been seen or heard are really shooting a shot. And that's the thrill of this, is that you have the opportunity to be in the same, category as a songwriter who's written Grammy Award winning songs, and you getting your spirit right and you mess around and knock them off. That's real spirit for your next songs and the songs after that, because this is just one song. So if you're a great songwriter, you're looking at this experience as, the first step into becoming a great songwriter in general.
Was there anything that was eliminated that surprised you?
Yeah, it was a couple of them that I thought should have stayed around, but I'm not a judge, and I don't have anything to do with that. So all I can do is just, wish them luck and say that if I was a judge, you'd still be here, but I'm not a judge, so you're not here.
All right. Thank you.
Unfortunately, we have to wrap. But thank you so much. Thanks, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Snoop.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
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 Bye.